The first time I saw her, I almost died. Not from fear exactly, but from the sheer blinding aura of power she exuded. The alien queen of Varelia, ruler of 23 star systems, was standing before me in her throne room, her eyes like twin supernovas. And me? I was just a human translator, sent on what was supposed to be a diplomatic mission. Now apparently, I was also a potential entertainment. Our first conversation didn't start well. "Human emissary," she said, her voice a deep, melodic vibration that resonated through my chest. "State your purpose." I took a deep breath, trying to sound confident. "I come in peace. I wish to establish trade and alliances between your people and Earth." She narrowed her eyes, studying me as though I were an insect. "Do humans not fear death?" she asked, her tone more curious than threatening. "Fear? Well, yes, ma'am," I admitted. "But we also respect power." The translator device on my neck, a sleek silver strip capable of converting thoughts into alien language, buzzed softly. I relied on it, mostly because Varelian was incomprehensible. Except apparently sometimes it misinterpreted me. Her lips curved slightly, almost like the beginning of a smile. That's when the incident happened. "I respect your gluteal prominence," I said. The queen froze. The translator had betrayed me in the worst possible way. What I meant to say was, "I respect your leadership and wisdom," but the machine decided that leadership sounded suspiciously like your gluteal prominence, a phrase that in Varelian culture was a bold and very personal compliment. The room went silent. I could hear my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. For a moment, I imagined the ceremonial execution that likely followed any insult, or, in this case, any accidental compliment. And then, to my astonishment, she laughed. A sound like crystal bells rolling across the throne room, echoing against the polished obsidian walls. The queen laughed, loudly, joyously. "You admire my..." She gestured vaguely toward her throne, trying to contain herself. "Gluteal prominence?" I choked. Yes? I mean, no. I meant your wisdom, leadership, not that." She clapped her hands, still giggling. "Human humor is fascinating. You nearly had yourself executed with words, and yet here you are, trembling but alive." Realized then that I had narrowly avoided one of the deadliest diplomatic disasters in galactic history, and I had done it with a compliment to her butt. "Well," I said cautiously, "I apologize for the mistranslation. It was, a technical error." "Technical error?" she repeated, still smirking. "Human errors amuse me greatly. Perhaps we can turn this into a game." That was when I learned that the queen had a peculiar sense of humor, one that involved testing humans who came into her presence. "A translator error?" she said, circling me slowly. Yes. I think this deserves observation. Human, follow me." I followed her through the gleaming corridors of the palace, careful not to stare at anything too personal, or I might offend her again. The palace was a masterpiece of alien architecture, organic, curves blending with sharp angles, shimmering walls that seemed to breathe light. And all the while, she walked with that regal confidence, the laughter of moments ago still in her eyes. "You are different from the humans I imagined," she said suddenly. "They are timid, formal, predictable. You make mistakes." "Yes, ma'am," I said, choosing my words carefully. "But sometimes mistakes can, create new understandings?" Her eyebrow lifted. "Perhaps. But you are alive, not for your wisdom, but for your amusing error. If you survive long enough, perhaps I shall test your true wisdom later." I nodded, though my knees were weak. The queen stopped suddenly at a massive chamber with a low silver throne. She gestured for me to sit. "Human, come closer. Sit. But beware. The throne has been known to test the integrity of those who approach it." test integrity? I asked cautiously. Sit, or remain standing and risk further embarrassment, she replied, her tone teasing now. I slowly sat on the edge of the throne, my translator buzzing nervously. I imagined this could either go very well or very poorly. The throne seemed alive. Small pulses of light traveled along its surface, and I felt a mild warmth under my palms. Now, the queen said, tell me again what you meant earlier. The words, human. I meant, I admire your wisdom. Your strength, your leadership, I said carefully, choosing each word as if it were a life raft. Ah, she said, nodding. Much better. But tell me. She leaned closer, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. Did you ever truly consider the gluteal prominence compliment? Were you, perhaps, subconsciously drawn to it? I blinked. Ma'am, no, that is not at all what I... She laughed again, cutting me off. Fear not, human. I find honesty delightful. Sometimes mistakes reveal truths humans themselves do not see. For hours, we talked. I explained Earth's politics, technology, and culture. She challenged my every assumption, dissected my reasoning, and laughed when I stumbled. And all the while, I remained acutely aware that one wrong phrase, one accidental mistranslation, could end my life, or at minimum, result in me being used as a cautionary tale for centuries. Somehow, through a translator error and the sheer absurdity of human nervousness, I had become interesting. To a queen who had conquered worlds and commanded armies, I was a curiosity, alive because I had insulted or complimented her in a way only a human translator could. By nightfall, the queen stood, towering over me with that inescapable aura of power. You are amusing, human. Perhaps in time, you shall become valuable. Perhaps even a friend. A friend? I stammered, unsure I had heard correctly. You mean, after nearly executing me? She inclined her head slightly, a gesture I slowly came to understand was the Varelian equivalent of a grin. Yes, after nearly executing you. Humans are unpredictable, but perhaps that is why I find your species tolerable. I exhaled slowly, realizing that I had survived. Not just survived, but somehow managed to turn a life-threatening mistake into something approaching favor. And, she added, stepping closer, next time, human, speak carefully, but not too carefully. A mistake can be entertaining. I nodded, feeling a strange mixture of relief and triumph. The Queen of Virelia, a being whose name alone caused fear in countless civilizations, had laughed at me. Laughed, and in doing so, had spared my life. As I left the throne room, the translator buzzing quietly against my neck, I realized something profound. Diplomacy was not just about power or words or even intelligence. Sometimes it was about humility, and sometimes it was about accidentally complimenting the queen's butt. And if that was the key to surviving interstellar diplomacy, I would happily make the same mistake again.